now that the Federal Reserve, the U.S. central banking system, has to increase the interest rates and more financial tightening, and that means that more pressure on the companies and market the gap down significantly. Today I had a really good start of the day, but I overtraded, and unfortunately I have to close my daily 2000. All right, good morning everybody. Happy inflation day. The numbers came in bad, the highest. Everyone is expecting inflation goes down, but apparently it went up, and that is not good for the market. Why? Because now that the Federal Reserve, the U.S. central banking system, has to increase the interest rates and more financial tightening, and that means that more pressure on the companies and market the gap down significantly. Today I had a really good start of the day, but I overtraded, and unfortunately I have to close my daily $2,000 loss. It was a really nice day. It was really nice. I did a really nice short, and amazing, and I should have really put this handcuff on my face and body, but I just kept trading and I gave it all back, and the situation is not great at all right now in my account. So let's get to the numbers. So at 8:30 the numbers came in. If you want to know exactly what happening, go to trading terminal. We have some things trading terminal. Go to the news section, and so we had this you can just go look at the news that we have. I think so the inflation hits the 40-year high. Consumer sentiment plummets. So consumer sentiment means that people, what people think about the economy. And it's one Adi shared a really nice post that it's one of the lowest. It's up to 50%. Adi, below 50% is considered a recession from the sentiment. Yeah. So consumer sentiment, the people don't want to spend because they're afraid. And I have no financial problem in my life, but when I go into the grocery shopping, I'm not going to go into the organic section, or if I want to travel, I'm not going to upgrade to business class. It's just the sentiment of the people that they don't want to spend, and that's not good for the economy. And just keep that's why we're keeping going lower. Anyways, the inflation number came in, market in the pre-market dropped at the open. So what I did, and it was a mistake actually at the open. So I made one bad trade at the open, and so opened the strong and came down, and then market came back up, and I tried to catch 1 minute opening range break up here, even though the market was gapping down. You can't trade opening range break up, but the problem was this was a doji, and I really don't know why I took to that trade for a 1 minute opening range break up. It did pop up and I didn't sell. I was hoping to get to the VWAP, and it dropped, and I got a stopped out. And now that I got a stopped out, it turned out to be an excellent A setup opening range breakdown. And the opening range breakdown is the stock was down, TQQQ was down, and now we're hitting the low of the first minute candlestick. So I flipped my position to the short, or you can buy SQQQ. They're all reversed at 28.20, and I got a really nice drop on that. That was like almost a $6,000 profit or something like that. And then it came back up, and I got it stopped out at the break even. And that was it. I should have stopped trading. That was the moment for me. But again, the over trading comes at you, and it gets you. It came up just below the VWAP. I don't know why. I have no trade book to go long below the VWAP, and I got stopped out, and I gave all the profits back. After that, I tried to catch a double bottom, a couple of double bottom. I wasn't really successful. I added a few times, and it just turned out to be a messy. Just market does not have enough momentum to go higher, and I just continued losing a little bit here. And it was just turned out to be really messy. AMD was another trade that, again, at the open markets, people are a little bit with euphoria. So market was something. AMD came in. We wanted, AMD actually held really nicely around the previous day close, and we were thinking that we are all going to go for an opening range breakup above 100. I traded that, and I got stopped out actually. So as you see, I lost $1,200 on that. And that was unfortunate. I'm glad I got out of it. It's just don't stick to your trade. Just you can continue going lower. And yeah, that's it. So really bad loss for me. I mean, not really bad loss, but I mean, considering the fact that I had a really good day, I think it was a really bad day. And so we are, going toward the recession and a bear market. for QQQ and IWM, we're already deep into the bear market. This bear market is, it's just an imaginary number of 20% drop. They call it bear market. It really doesn't impact much of your life. You should, stick to your strategy. You stick to your trade book. If anything, you're getting more opportunities for trading like that right now. It seems that my market wants to find the bottom. And but the risk management is really important. Don't go too big into any position and try to get a stopped out. Like AMD was the perfect example. That when you get a stopped out, I thought we were going to break out. It was painful and hurtful, but see what happens after that. It dropped 4%, 5% after that. So you don't want to stuck into a downtrend. Brian, what was your trade?
Well, I had one good trade at the open on Amazon. It dropped down. You shorted Amazon. It bounced back up to the View app, and then and then I shorted it. That was my classic sort of rising devil trade. It popped up at the open. I waited for it to kind of settle out a little bit, shorted it at 114, and then it dropped down to 113. Unfortunately, I could have held that a lot longer, but could have, should have, would have. Other than that, I did trade. I had a few other trades. I've traded COGT, COGT. It's kind of a low float stock. Traded it through 7. It's actually almost. It's been up at 9, but I just again with these low floats, you got to be really careful. And I traded DOCU. We got a nice pop on DOCU before it started to sell off. So back, it just popped up and then sold off. So it was a bit of a Phoenix trade until it failed here. So overall, it was, and it looks like it's heading lower now. So other than that, I traded SQQ when I could tell it was just going to keep dropping. So, or the Qs were going to keep dropping. I just traded SQQ long. And so that was my day. I had a few other trades that I tried to catch bottoms on. They didn't work out, but small losses because, you always try to keep your stops tight on your positions so you don't turn small losses into large ones. So that was pretty much my day.
Yeah, so Qs are going, the market is again selling off one more time. So let's see if how far it can go down. Not situation for the financial markets. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I think Dr. Kenneth Reed is having a bear market support group for people who want to navigate the market right now, the volatility of the market. I think we're going to have something bi-weekly. Again, he offered that completely for free for our community. That's very nice of him. And if you guys sign up for Elite Annual, if you want to be a member, you're going to get one-to-one free coaching with him through Skype. And so that's something that again he offered to the community. And this is the fourth bear market that he has been there, so it's really, really amazing. Check out our trading terminal, guys. So trading terminal is something that a tool that we're building with the community all together. And as you know, we have the breaking news of Benzinga here, and we are slowly at the simulator. We are adding their charting. Slowly we are going to add some stuff in there to keep it cool for the community. And hopefully we get some feedbacks from you guys. If you have any question, email me. If you have any feedback, email me. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend, and see you all Monday morning in the chat room.